I don't know what's going on with TikTok and the reply to the comment thing, where it used to be on like every comment, you could just press down on the comment and the little box would come up and say reply to comment. Well, now it doesn't seem to want to do that with every comment. And I really wanted it to do it with this comment that I just found on Tom Powell's page, where he was showing a video of Mark Wayne Mullen, the new Kristi Noem, head of DHS, whatever, talking about how you need to discipline your children, and stating how his parents disciplined him and he learned respect out of fear in his daddy's belt. Now, down here in the South, it's not unheard of, Matter of fact, that's how they do religion here too. Yeah, fear. The fear of being in the lake of fire, the fear of being punished in the eternal hell, the fear, so you will respect God, supposedly. And, of course, Tom was saying how that's abuse. Okay, that's not discipline, that's abuse. Disciplining your children means educating your children out of their ignorance and leading them out of the childhood ignorance that we all have as children, to move them and show them the mistakes of the world and actually raise productive children into productive adults that can think for themselves and not fear some scenario in their head. And this comment just... So as you can see, this is the comment from his comment section. There's Tom Powell's head up there. Seriously, this is the best you can muster up. Corporal punishment has been a form of punishment since the dawn of time. It's dawn, dumbass, not down. What the oh, good Lord, don't y'all proofread anything? It might surprise you to know that there are still schools that incorporate it in their student discipline program. I grew up just as he described, and it was effective. I turned out fine, successful engineer and a productive member of society. To think about it, you probably could have benefited from it as well. You might have turned out a much more productive citizen. Hope this helps. You turned out fine? Really? I don't think you turned out fine. Because only someone who was triggered by the abuse that they suffered at the hands of their parents, because baby, that's what it was. Now, whether our parents were doing it out of love or out of, that's just the way it is, some things can never change, it's the most effective, what have you. It's still abuse. If you are dealing with someone, think of it this way, okay? You're at your job. You're dealing with someone who doesn't have the same mental capacity as you do, might have some kind of a mental disability, but because they're an adult, when they do something wrong, do you go up there and slap them in the face? Do you whip off your belt and beat them to get them to do what you want them to do, how you want them to do it? No, you don't. So if someone is too young and cognitively incapable of being able to do something, why are you beating them? Why are you whooping them? Most parents did it out of anger. Most parents did it out of frustration. And whether or not you choose to forgive, because at least it wasn't as bad as some people has experienced, because there are some people that take the spare the rod, spoil the child way too fucking seriously. Okay? Way too fucking seriously. And they are the same ones that will use the Bible to back their abuse. Hitting 6-month-old babies as part of blanket training, yeah, that is big in the quiverful in the evangelical circles. To teach them where children are supposed to be and where adults are supposed to be. Some, like my friend Tom, who speaks all the time about the abuse that he suffered at the hands of his mother, the person that is supposed to love you and be the safest place for you. Your parent brought you into this scary world, and they're supposed to teach you. They're supposed to lead you. They're supposed to protect you. They're not supposed to hit you. Because abuse is not discipline. And just because you didn't get it as bad as some other people did, doesn't mean that you turned out fine. Because had you turned out fine, you would have turned out fine regardless. You don't respect out of fear. You earn it. You become worthy of it. And you don't do that by being abusive. I was spanked as a child too. It was abuse. Do I forgive my parents because they didn't know any better? Yeah, I do. Because they didn't know any better. And when you know better, you do better. And I know better. And I did better. I ain't, no. Jesus H fucking Christ. Anyway, might want to think about those kinds of things. Jesus. There's other ways of getting your kids' attention and getting them to correct their bad behavior. Took me less than 5 seconds to quiet that dog down. Anyway.